little too, so you can have it fit. Go. So here's where I think you are. So right. So go halfway. So see. So like that is how you set the club. Now that arm stays soft, and you turn. Right. So now that allows that to go back more. Right. So if you took the club, let go of the club, put it across, get your posture, hold it across your chest. Now pivot and let go of the club. Now stick your arms out. Feel that?
Yeah.
Different, huh?
We're connected. Yeah.
Right. So it's just allowing that's beautiful. Now hit it from there. Right. So that's way different at the top.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that it's, like, I think it happens a lot, like, you know, we talked about the club not getting twisted around.
Mm-hmm.
So you start trying to keep it out there, which is better really than the twisting around. But you're not allowing this arm to fold and set, and then you did, so then you, I mean, you don't have any leverage on it, right? So I think you gotta learn to turn and wind and fold. Right, and it also helps clean up your pivot going back. Right, so go slow. Go back to this. Go back. So do that again. So look, you don't. Just go back to the start. Now, just turn the whole to here. Then let that club hinge.
Gotcha.
And let that. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
So it's kind of like this.
So it's all together.
Yeah.
Then it hinges in your right arm fold, right? There. Perfect. Hit it. Okay. Together, fold. See, I like that better. I just think cleaning up that takeaway.
I think it takes away a lot of variables that are just flying
So
away,
look,
you know?
it's all together. And is that, you know, I mean, it's probably going to feel like you're hinging sooner than you are. But it's all together, and then it hinges and folds.
Just kind of letting the club whip back here, but it's still there.
Do that again. There we go.
Thank you.
Yep. How about that?
Nice.
So what feels different
It feels more whippy
there?
in a good way. I
So-
can see the center strike better.
So come over here and let's look at this one.
Like I didn't swing at that one, I still got 122
Right.
ball speed.
Right, so that, but like look at the difference here. So that club's pretty good. So look at the difference in the club at the top.
Yeah, my right arm is
Right.
way better than the
Yeah, see how different that is? And also you look at how deeper, much deeper you get your trunk, right? See, what I don't like in this one is, this one on the right, you just look, it just looks all cattywampus. Right? Look how much more loaded you are in
more
that.
stable as well.
Yeah. Right?
67.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right? But like you're going half speed and you're creating the same amount of torque, right? So let's do that again. Right? So, but I think we narrow down, so like you want the rib cage turn, right? So I think it could be a little more there. Good, do it again. Your rib cage moves it down, then you hinge, and then that elbow folds. You see how that, yeah. So you're trying to get the club to go up by just lifting your arm without folding your elbow.
Yeah.
And then I think that's also why you start going that way,
Swaying,
going back.
and then-
And so we said like, hey, what's the one shot we've got to get better at before we go to Q school would be the right shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that right shot is when you get this way and then you have to go that way, right? I didn't think your right arm folded as much. And there's an old term you know, old teachers talk about a soft right arm, soft trail arm, right? I think this elbow, this arm could almost feel like it sits on your rib cage. And as I turn, it hinges, right? If you stand here, I get the club to point out there with just my right hand, do that. Right?
Okay.
Right? So just your right, just clubbing just your right arm. Just clubbing just your right hand. Right? There you go. Go. Right? Good. Do it again. That's gotta feel different.
It does.
And I think if you go back to this, go ahead and get your step up. Put this under your right foot. Whoops. There we go. Now hold that in your grip. Now go slow. You just, no, go back slow. Slow, slow, slow. Halfway. So now that's it. Now turn and stretch that here. That's it.
Nice. Yeah.
That's it, right there. That's all you gotta do, right? So, because you can't stretch that band unless you fold that on. You don't have enough leverage.
Yeah.
Together. Do that again. Now, when you get to the top, now feel like you push it further away from you, towards me. Hands. There you go. Push towards me. Good. Do one more, and I'm going to film it on this. One more.
Okay.
That's a workout, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? So now, get a couple, feeling like that. And I think this is a good way for you to go, because one, you couldn't, and we probably should have had to do it there, but you couldn't get that to the top your old way with that resistance.
No way.
Go ahead. So
Oh,
the
nice.
next, right? we
Yeah.
got it. Still think you could have
A little better.
more wrist hinge, right? I think it still was a little bit this way, but right idea.
But
Training.
look at the strike though.
Oh, I know, shit, it's better.
Okay. Has to be here. Let it hinge. Keep this right here.
Sorry, Rob. If you happen to have something open up while the sun's still out,
I will.
give it 10 minutes to text, getting water every single day.
Yeah, perfect.
There.
Top.
Top.
You.
Push it this way.
Yep. See, I think that's a shitload better.
A lot.
Look how different this one's gonna look at the top.
I mean, I can really tell just from.
This is massive. Right? See how different that looks
Yeah.
versus that? See how the club's way less twisted, laid off. Right?
Yep.
And more loaded.
Way more loaded.
Yep. All right.
Like,
So
I
let's.
cannot see the club anymore.
Right. So let's do more of that. And I think that's our goal this week. Right?
Yep.
Go slow. Now, let it work that way. See how the shaft's a little more up, right? And then, oh boy. Yes, really, do that speed too. More out of the center for sure. Your
I like
attack
that.
angle,
It's-
your attack angle is getting steeper, which is good. Yours is always, because you don't hinge it and you're going this way.
Swoopy.
Yeah, right. That's getting. You think about if you were going to hammer, you wouldn't go to a wall and try to do this
No.
to hammer, right? You got to create the angle,
Which is what we're
right?
trying to
And
do
leave it
here.
in there, right? So you can't have lag if you don't hinge. You can set the club back there, right? Then you can leave it in. In. Hold up. Excellent. See, like now your mist wants to go the other way
Yeah.
versus to the right. Awesome right there. And I think the more slow speed stuff you can do, the better.
The better. I've been very, very disciplined with the ball counts.
You know, and I think just getting in there and
And feeling it and like really
right,
feeling it.
that speed, right? Because
Yeah.
you've got a chance to do it correct at that speed.
On that last event, that was my warm up.
Good.
Yeah. For like easily 20 balls.
Mm-hmm.
Just literally just trying to hinge, turn, hit it. Maybe
Yeah.
it's not as good as it should be,
That's fine.
but it's way better.
Right, so do what I just did, nice and slow. Get it to the halfway, fold, turn, go. Awesome. I mean, you look at where that gets.
Mm-hmm.
Do it again. Hold, turn, go. It's all right, never a good lesson until I get a swing. Fold, turn, fold, go. Strike, right?
Yeah. It has to be.
So it's totally different at the top.
And nothing out of this world. You know, like nothing too crazy.
It's just allowing it to happen, and it's more of the sequence of your backswing. So your body's going to turn, and I move the outside with the inside. So as this goes, the club's tracking, and I get to here, and I've got to let that right arm fold and my wrist hinge. See, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dead nuts out of the center. Look at that shit. Yeah. Making progress here. So totally to be expected. As you add a little speed, it's not quite as good, right? But you know, maybe.
But it'll get there.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you got. I think it's all that turn, hinge and fold, and then I just wind the rib cage to the top.
And then
And this elbow, right?
Mhm.
Like if you think about it in relation to this rib cage, it's here. It moves in unison with it. As the rib cage moves, the elbow and the arm moves. If I get here, and that's changing, right? Then I'm not winding correctly. Does that make
and
sense?
it becomes too crazy.
Right, so if you think about it, that space stays the same. I get here, and that space changes, and it goes
Something
like
that
that, right? Do one slow.
Mhm.
See, it's just such better, it's better path,
Better everything.
right? More matched up. Stay right there. Go back to the start. Put everything together. Fold it up. There we go. Go. Good. That looks crazy good.
Yeah. I feel straight like right away.
Yeah. Yeah. Up. go. But you can see how when I hold that club there, part of the way you're wanting it to get bump it,
They
right?
just won't.
But that's because your arm doesn't want to fold,
Mhm.
right? Just square your hips up a little for me. There you go. Not quite that much over. There you
There you
go.
go.
Same. Turn, fold it up, go. Beautiful job. Beautiful job.
Love it.
Right?
Love it, love it, love it.